Hello everyone, my name is Chris Wilkie and welcome to Woodworth Complex, home of Brady Crosley, Rogers, and Wood Hall. See, I can remember them all. I'm getting smart. We're going to do our video walkthrough here. We're in the lobby area on one of the sides here. As we look through this, if you've been watching our other videos, we do have a little bit of changes due to COVID-19. Some things are a lot different. Number one, front desk is going to have limited checkout items and limited hours. So we're not going to be able to check out everything that we used to be able to check out here. So here's what we used to be able to check out. Probably about 90% of that stuff is not going to be eligible there. So just a heads up there. In addition, also, you do have some public restrooms, living learning community spaces. We're still working on exactly what that's going to look like. So that'll be housed over here. This is our resource room. I won't say it's closed, won't say it's going to be operational exactly how it was before either. So we're still working on an exact plan of what that looks like. But this is a resource room for all the health professions and nursing majors. You can see we have skeletons, ears, stethoscopes. I mean, probably hear my heartbeat this way. No. So this is a room that can be used. Exactly how you can use it, we'll find that out later. Mailboxes, these are for Brady and Wood Halls over there. Crosley and Rogers over here. Students will be assigned a number in a mailbox. There's your assistant hall director office. Hall director's office. Assistant hall director, cool. Stairs. And one of the two laundry rooms within the building. So these will be open and operational. You'll have an app that you can use to schedule your laundry along with pay for it. So I think one's over there. I'll let you do that real quick. Dryers are $1.50. Washes are $1.75. Coins can be used, but they're going to be limited to the front desk if we offer that service at all. So please make sure to use the app because it makes life just a lot easier that way. Bring high efficiency detergent or just take your clothes home. Bring enough clothes for every day of the... No, I'm just kidding. You can use the washers and dryers here. Use the app. It makes life a lot easier. So, outside of that, we do have elevators in this hall, but if you live in a floor you can use the stairs, use the stairs. Elevators will be limited in the amount of people that they can have at any one time. The Brady Wood desk. So, also as we look at this here, we'll go in just a second. This is a dining court. How dining will be operated, we're not exactly sure yet. I need to talk to dining about that. But they have everything from home-style food to pizza to spinning salads, everything in between there. You can kind of see some of the changes they're doing. If you're familiar with the area, usually tables are going to be rearranged. But you're going to see things like plexiglass posted up here. Has been in the past. So, computer lab and everything. The computer lab is actually located back this direction. It's not set up properly yet. We have to remove some computer units. There'll be 2 computer units in there and a printer due to physical distancing guidelines. And the other rooms back there, such as the conference room, will have a capacity limit and the media room will be closed. So that's what will be back in that corner area back that way. Now, do we have any questions before we get moving on to seeing the rooms and the bathrooms?
Is the first floor really the first floor, no stairs?
Let's show you. So.
Yes, this is Ball State University.
So technically, when you walk in, let's see what it looks like out here right now. Oh, that smells like window cleaner. Woo-wee!
That's strong.
So we're working on a new bike path walkway area out here. this will all be ready to go when we get to move in. Now you have to use your ID card to get in. Whoop. You'll hear it a lot. So you kind of are on the, when you want to go to the first floor, you do have to go upstairs.
Hello from Italy.
So our custodial staff is still putting all the rooms together and cleaning right now. A few things you need to know. Masks are now required within the residence halls. Main common spaces, hallways, bathrooms, and especially Woodworth because it's a community style bathroom setup, not in your individual rooms. Restrooms will be cleaned twice a day.
Yes, this is Woodworth.
Once a day, and then we'll have a sanitation the other day. Woodworth's a little strange. So if you look down this hall here, you're going to see that like halfway through, you're going to see different halls change. The key to figuring out where you're at is all based upon the letters on the doors. So,
Yes, we do have an elevator. There is an elevator in this residence hall. We just encourage students, if you can use the stairs, to use them because there's going to be a limited amount of people allowed on the elevators at one time.
yes. So let's talk about move-in and drop-off before I start measuring stuff. Move-in and drop-off will be a little bit different this year. We're splitting the move-in process into two parts. First, you're going to have your drop-off, which you can start, I think this upcoming week, you can actually move items into the room. This is not a time for you to set up the room. This is a time for you to drop your items off in the room, leave. You get 90 minutes. We have spaced these appointments out to maximize physical distancing within our halls. Imagine you have 6,000 of your best friends, their family members, all coming at the same time to help them move stuff in. It gets a little crowded. You have to use elevators, you have to use stairs. We're trying to reduce all of that. So you get 90 minutes to do your scheduled appointment. That appointment can be scheduled within our housing application portal. Then for move-in, you'll come in, you can have no more, at either one of those appointments, no more than 3 people in the room at any given time. That includes your family members, that includes you. So if you have a roommate moving in the same time, they're going to have to keep out. We still need only 3 people in that room at any given time. I think that answers all of those.
For community style bathrooms, is there a limit?
It's a good question. I don't know that answer. I'll have to figure that one out. We'll get back to you on that one.
Can the beds be lofted?
Okay, so let's talk about the room. In the room here, you got 2 dressers, 2 wardrobes, 2 desks, 2 beds, 2 chairs, 2 trash cans, and you got these nice little things right here. Woodworth is one of our interesting halls. Beds cannot be lofted, they can be stacked. So, what happens there? If you would like to do this, please bring an adjustable wrench. What you're going to have to do, you're going to have to take off these bolts here. See, adjustable wrench will be fine. There'll be pins you can pick up from the front office. They'll go in these holes here. What you will do is you will take off one set of these, take this piece, and stack it on the other side. The pins will go to help secure that. Then what you will do, that side will be double high. It'll fit perfectly straight on top of your desk. So the desk actually goes underneath. If you look at this, it would replace the legs that were underneath there. This would be double high over here and it would sit on top of the desk. You'd be facing under the bed this way with the desk. So they cannot be lofted, but they can be stacked. Beds are twin extra large. That's what you need for those. Mattresses have a firm side and a soft side, depending if you flip them or not. You must use the mattresses in the room, cannot bring your own. You can bring a topper, that's not a problem. Woodworth is not air conditioned. It's very hot here right now. My watch tells me it's 85 outside and sunny, and I'm in a mask, which is just a blast when we're doing this. And I'm talking a lot of hot air. So if you do have a medical need, you can fill out our medical request form on our website, and we can have one installed. You do have to pay for that installation in the unit, but you get a cheaper rate since you're living in a non-air conditioned hall.
There is a limit on the amount of visitors you can have in the room. Only 3 people in a room.
3 people at any given time. Visitors are not allowed to stay overnight either. They have to be removed from the room by midnight.
You in this residence hall, you would not be able to put the dresser under the bed because it's just not tall enough.
No, you would not be
to
able
fit it.
You
You can-
might be able
can-
to if you stack them, but it'd be tight with your chair.
Yeah, it'll be tight if you want to do that. Yes, this residence hall does come with these curtains and yes.
37 inches. Those curtains cannot be removed. They must stay up there. You can use products on the walls. These walls aren't fancy, so you don't have to worry about it. You have shelves and do have towel racks on the back of the doors.
Yes, the mattresses, they are extra long twin.
Yep. 31 inches across is its current footage. About 38 inches high. If we go to where the bed is, you're looking at about 29 if you don't do the stacking. If you did the stacking, you're roughly 60 inches off the ground, so give it 58 to be on the safe side. Chair is a rocker chair.
No, they don't have to bring their own chair. This is, the chairs are included.
Pin board areas back here. 11, 19, 12 and a half, both the same size. 38, 42, 23, 30, 1 and a half, 22 by 17 and a half. Now, let me step over here to show you these drawers real quick because it's a better angle. Desk will vary. Some will have the drawers you saw, some will be like this. Big key part, you do have one lockable door for each student. You need to bring your own padlock or combination lock for that. It is currently 9.5 inches deep, 17 and a half by 13 and a half. Same measurements on the width and the depth there, but height-wise here is 3.5 inches.
Can you do the height of the bed again? People want to know. So this is for the bed, everyone.
26 to the bottom of, or 25 and a half to the bottom of the metal. There's 35 up tall there.
Then can you do the height of the desk? So if you stack it on top of the desk.
59 inches, that's technically
50.
60, but 59 if you're being safe with the metal.
So if you want to stack the bed, you would need the, what is it, the
Adjustable wrench. Pins from the front desk. And you're good to go.
And then you would lift
These
it up
off.
on this side, right?
So what you do, there's 2 bolts on each of the corners. You would take one set off. You would take this wooden piece, stack it on the other piece. We have a video on YouTube that walks you exactly through this with our students. But you would take that piece, stack them, pins go in these holes so that you're good to go. And then you actually lift it on top, and it sets on top of the desk. There should be pins up here as well, or holes. Yep, there's holes up here that are used for the stacking process.
They want to know about stacking it on top of the dresser.
Cannot.
You cannot stack it on top of the
Does
dresser.
not work that way.
It only works for stacking it on top of the desk.
Yep.
They want to know about command strips.
Okay. Don't know on that point. We actually don't use command strips on the walls. We usually provide you a product. I need to follow up on that. I don't know if we're providing that this year or what the direction is. I'll let you know as soon as I know.
Okay.
Wardrobes. Really tall. I mean, taller than me. It's at least 6 foot. 84 inches, 7 foot, to be honest. Okay, adjustable. Got a hook, got a mirror. You got a mirror there too. Great, lots of mirrors.
Yeah.
23, 54, railings.
You can request for AC unit if you want.
But it's in a cost section. You got to get it approved with a medical verification form located on our website.
And you can have a fan as well, of
Yes.
course.
1 inch across is our diameter here. Length of this guy is 36 inches. That fits nicely in 3 different spots. First spot is 20 inches. 44. And then my guess would be
Oh, gosh.
49 inches there.
They,
That would be
they want to know the length, width, and height of the room.
Yeah, okay, so that's not gonna really
Yes,
happen.
they get one
The
one
reason
wardrobe
I'm
here,
laughing
one wardrobe
is that all of these rooms are different size. So if I give you that measurement, it's going to be completely different than if I give you a measurement of the room across the hall. It's going to be different throughout.
Yeah.
Roughly, they are about 14 by 16 in Woodworth. That's the rough estimate. I can't guarantee that's going to be the case in all the rooms, but that's the rough estimate. Another thing I do want to talk about is bringing stuff to campus. I know that everybody has their stuff they just love to, and they gotta have, they can't wait. Pack down. Like, bring a bag or two. You need to keep the space clean and sanitized. We don't need a lot of junk here. It also helps with the move-in process since you can only have 90 minutes to drop off your items. We want you to reduce the amount of items that you bring if at all possible. Another thing we do want to mention is beds. Beds, my boss has asked me to make sure to tell you, sleep odd, and I not say odd, but sleep different. So, for instance, one student sleeps this way, the other student sleeps that way. It may seem silly when you think about it, but in all honesty, when you're sleeping is going to be the closest you're going to be to somebody for an extended period of time. So we're just trying to help you out if possible.
Yes, you can move anything you want to move
Yeah,
in the
you can
room.
move it. Everything's got to stay in the room though, so you can't get rid of anything, but you can keep everything in the room.
Regarding the move-in drop-off, let's see. I know we have to either quarantine for 2 weeks before get the COVID negative test, but does the drop-off count?
Okay, so here's what we've got. We, out of the blue, got told what was going on yesterday just with you. We had a meeting this morning. We're working on a process at this point in time. What that means, your 14-day self-quarantine. If you come into campus to drop off your items, that's okay. That's the only place we want you to go. Don't stop anywhere, drop off your stuff, get in and out, boom, shebang. Because you're going to be around those same people. Eventually, we're not going to count that because it's just impossible to actually do a process because we already had it scheduled. Second thing, you can do one of the two options. You can self-quarantine for 14 days. That means staying in a room by yourself, at your house, checking your symptoms daily, not going out and about to stores, restaurants, seeing friends, hanging out with family. It's literally by yourself. You get to those. Or you can take a COVID test 7 days before you move in and upload those results to our housing application portal. If you don't do either of those, you're not allowed to live in the residence halls. We will not allow you in until you can do one of those two things. So please make sure to get that on your calendar so you can get that in the right direction.
The halls are pretty similar. Just some of them will have these wardrobes and some of them will not. Some of them will have closets, but every residence hall room does have, of course, the bed frame, a desk, a chair, a garbage. It might have a closet. It is going to have dressers. It will have a mirror as well.
If you're in Woodworth, everything's going to have a wardrobe. But if you were in Horty or Park, for instance, is going to have a closet. So it just depends on the hall. But everything within Woodworth is going to have the same
wardrobe.
thing.
So in this hall, you will have a wardrobe.
Yes. What other questions before we move on?
Did you say to upload to the portal for the COVID test results?
We are finishing that process up right now, and once we have it done, yes, you can. You got to realize, 7 days before you move in, that's the 19th or the 20th, you're looking at the earliest you can upload stuff is the 12th of August. No rush. It's got to be 7 days before you move into campus. If you get that test result before that, we're going to have to not accept it. 7 days before you arrive on campus. Other thing to note is we are fully aware that it may take longer than 7 days to get that test result back. We're working on it. President's office is the one who told us to do this, so we're going to have to follow the rules, and we were seeing what that policy is in process at this moment.
Is there a form for the
We're working on that process right now. There will be something you can sign pretty much with your Ball State email address that verifies that you're doing that self-certification.
If you don't have the results in time, they will just ask you to wait until you have the results to move in.
Yep, that's what we would do at this point in time. We realize this is an unprecedented time and none of this is easy. We are working in the same boat you are. I would usually be doing this video walkthrough, no mask, with a student worker, doing them spread over a week. I can't do it like that right now. We got to adapt and help out to help mitigate the risk. It's our responsibility plus yours. So we need you to help as much as you can, and we appreciate your understanding and ability to adapt during these unprecedented times.
Okay, so outlets,
Let's see, we got 2 on this
have
wall.
one here. There's more.
2 down there, 2 down there. Ethernet cord
One there.
down that way. Well, there's 4.
Some
3
down
outlets
there.
down there.
So there's quite a bit in this room. And there's some
On the wall there,
back there on the wall.
and on the wall there. Looks like there's an outlet palooza.
Yeah, there's a lot of outlets in this room.
If I need to measure this, I didn't measure this one. 30 by 24 by 31 or 30 and a half. Drawers are 26.
Can they have
That's
power
6.
strips?
Yes, you can have power strips. 18. If the room has these, they are 16 by 4. Nina has allergies, not COVID. We're good. She's been.
Yes.
Trash cans are provided, bags are provided. You can find the bags in the trash rooms. Now, in the hall, laundry room is going to be open. Fitness room is a maybe right now. We're waiting to see how that all plays out. It'll be limited if it is. Living learning community spaces, we're working on a plan at the moment. Lounges will be limited with the number of people you can have. Kitchenettes will be closed. Again, kitchenettes closed. Computer labs will be limited with the number of students who will be in those. No more than 3 computers in any computer lab. Most will have 1 or 2 depending on its size.
Peel off wallpaper.
No,
Yeah,
let's not do that.
Yeah,
It's-
just because you don't want to rip anything off of the walls or
So-
damage it.
Something that you got to realize is that in your house, you use paint. In our houses, we have to use specialty paint that hits LEED certification standards. Not the same. I could put something on this wall that you could put on your wall at home. I would rip a chunk of paint off this one. You would be just fine. Doesn't operate the same. Please lower the amount of stuff you're bringing to the room. I understand you want to make it feel like home. I get it. Use the decoration space. You don't have to use the walls.
So you're wanting to know about stacking the dressers.
You could. They're
You
heavy.
could, yeah, you could, but they are very heavy to lift one on top of the other. Do you need your student ID to enter the building?
You will, but not for the item drop-off, but for move-in day you will. When you move in, there'll be a code, a QR code on the door here, posted with your joint erase board. You will scan it or use the web address there, do a self-check-in. 30 minutes after you do that, your ID card will become active. You'll be able to use it for meal swipes along with entering into the building.
Air fryers.
I don't know that answer. I cannot.
That's a good question.
That's a good
You
question.
can email us at
BSU
housing@bsu.
will follow up on that one. I don't know that answer.
Yes, this is how the residence halls look, how the rooms look in Woodworth.
Okay.
With the kitchenettes closed, we're still currently working on if the water bottle filling stations will be available. So if they are, that is where you can fill your water bottles. If not, you will have to use the ones in
Or
the
bring
dining,
bottled water.
or bring your bottled water. Can you use bed risers with these beds?
You could, yes.
You could.
And they need to be able to hold.
Yes, you can have more than one refrigerator.
Yes.
Each student can have one.
Yep. Let me turn off that light. Show you a bathroom. It's dark.
With regular move-in, will they need the scan code?
We're working on a video to show you that process. I got assigned it about.
Which cabinet, January?
You've entered the dark room again. Hello.
Oh, sorry. Which cabinet? Are you talking about this wardrobe?
I've measured everything. We'll move on.
Okay, we'll try to come back if we can.
Okay, so restroom units. Big fan stuff's in here. Please note, all restrooms will be accessible through an ID card. These ID cards give you access based upon your gender. They'll unlock the restroom unit. Welcome to shared restroom. We've got showers, toilets, showers, sinks. Woodworth is community style bathrooms. They are based upon gender. Floors will be gendered overall, not because I think there's 2 restrooms per floor, community style, and they will be based upon your gender. So I believe first floor is male, the rest of the floors are female, but I cannot guarantee that because we had to flip some floors of gender due to space issues.
What if your ID card doesn't come before the move-in?
We'll figure it out. They are processing those right now. Your ID cards, if you haven't got it yet, odds are they're out of envelopes. Found that out this morning. They're getting more envelopes and they'll send them out there. You'll be okay. You'll be able to get into your home.
All of these are showers. I mean, all these are right here are showers. And this is for this floor.
Yeah.
Not for everybody in this hall, just for this floor.
Our wonderful tour of a residence hall named Woodworth. All the halls are a little,
Sorry, somebody wanted me to open this. Okay, January. This is the open wardrobe for you.
Mirrors are in the front, or in here, so you have one in here.
Okay.
Okay, if there's no more questions, we're out of here. We got one more to do today, so we're going to go over to Studebaker West.
No, it's not one bathroom. Well, there are multiple stalls, multiple showers in there.
A community style bathroom unit.
But it's a community style bathroom unit.
Any other questions? Okay, if not, we'll see you guys starting here soon, and thanks for joining.